Hello! Welcome to another episode of today's podcast. We kind of died out a little bit, but that's just because things happen. Things haven't been, it's the same, I'd say. But,
It's all the same, don't worry. We got more interesting topics for all you to enjoy.
yeah. Um, oh. I honestly don't have anything. I didn't plan anything. We just kind of talked, and then we're like, yo, we need to revive the podcast, and so now we're here. Uh, he might, though.
Um, I'm really thinking about how gaming has changed in general. I kind of want
Ooh.
to dig my hands into that. And
Yeah. Like, how gaming has changed in, like, what way, right?
all them damn microtransactions.
Sorry, I couldn't understand you there.
All them damn microtransactions.
Oh, yeah, we kind of touched into this last episode, didn't we? Or maybe not
I
last.
think,
Yeah. Pretty sure we've already talked about it. But, might as well talk about it again and how it's it seems to be getting I don't really keep up with most of the new games nowadays, but it seems to be getting slightly worse.
bit by bit, it does.
Like there's just more and more, like loot boxes and whatever that you have to pay money to get. So,
And there's more and more paid games doing it now.
yeah,
Minecraft, you know.
Minecraft was originally a paid game. But if you're talking
Yeah.
about like Xbox Minecraft and Minecoins, even though we've definitely already talked about that, I know that. But yeah, no, I don't know. Ooh, no, no. Well, we could. How's about how Microsoft is kind of just buying out companies now and making
Oh yeah,
games
they do.
significantly worse?
You know, it's funny. They don't own Activision, but they're doing so much good for them. They've turned on all the old Call of Duty servers, you know,
Yeah.
and they don't even own them.
Hmm.
They tried to own them. You know, Sony's a crybaby.
It'd be like that. I think it's just because most companies kind of see Microsoft as like a monopoly of sorts, trying to be a monopoly. You know?
Yeah, we're gonna totally ignore PlayStation's part of the problem, though. Because they bought out companies.
Well,
They've never
yeah.
done.
I don't. Yeah, actually, that no one's really like mentioning how PlayStation. I haven't. I myself don't really know about it, so I couldn't really talk that much on it. So.
I haven't really seen the newest updates on that whole
Yeah.
thingy, but I know it. They used to buy out a bunch of companies, and no one's calling them on it. Plus, we're gonna ignore the fact that they got, like, as of currently, they got the better exclusives. You know, Xbox just don't
Yeah.
have any exclusives to help them buy Xbox. That's one reason why Xbox Game Pass is such a big success for them.
Yeah. So the whole microtransactions thing, it gets really annoying. Like, I feel like it's just getting worse, and eventually, like, cause yeah, there's paid games, but I don't know. I personally don't know any, but there might be some paid games out there that have like loot boxes that actually impact gameplay. Because there's some games who add them and they don't really impact gameplay at all, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like that's fine. I don't really care as long as it doesn't impact how the game is played. But when you make it like basically mandatory to get good, that's when it becomes a huge problem.
Oh, yeah. That's one reason why Fortnite, it's kind of doing it good. It's all just cosmetics and shit.
Yeah. The
And
only
if you
real
just want to look cool,
in my opinion, the only real problem with it is the fact that it makes some have higher, some have like different hitboxes, like the marshmallow skin. Uh, you know how it has that like big head, that big marshmallow head.
mhm,
Not all of it is actually the head hitbox, which gets
then you can
annoying.
well,
But you really don't see the difference in like long distance, gameplay. Long distance
yeah.
shooting.
Plus, you're the one reading the warnings. Like if you buy it, you know what, like you know,
Yeah.
like that's just gonna happen. Life.
I moved my mouse and I fell off the thing that I'm doing. Sucks. But also I am currently in Texas and there is a lot of background noise because every single game system is just situated like right next to me. All of the
How
kids
is
is
Texas?
Texas is hot. Very hot. Not
You
very, but
seen any local Sheldons?
what? No. I've gone swimming a bunch. Oh, was that? No, okay, I don't think so. Um, sorry, what were we talking about? I entirely forgot.
Microtransactions
Oh
and
yeah.
Texas and stuff.
Like, what do you think? What's your opinion on this, right?
On the microtransactions,
Yeah.
I think it's something that should be. I think it's something we need to leave to the mobile games. That's how they get their money, unless you want to buy a mobile game. But have you ever met someone who's bought a mobile game that isn't Minecraft?
Like, bot as in, like, paid, right?
Like
Not.
paid. Yes.
No, actually. I don't really think the whole paid, like, there's not a lot of paid mobile games that actually get a lot of attention anymore.
Exactly.
There's really not that, like, there is some paid mobile games that might be good. I don't really know. I haven't played paid mobile games at all, ever, so. Oh,
The only paid mobile game I've really got is Minecraft.
I don't even
And
know
that's
if I
just
got
one of the
Minecraft.
many you that's something you'd expect.
Yeah.
You know, there is two mobile games that I have been playing a lot recently. One is Tetris.
Yeah, you are a Tetris player.
And then there's a Doom.
Oh yeah,
free
that Doom
mobile
game.
It's pretty fun. Please sponsor us. Bezdia. Anyway, other than that, what, like Mario Kart? And that's like how Let's Play should be without.
I. Sorry, what'd you say? I couldn't hear you. But that is not the right song. Jesus Christ.
Mario Kart is another mobile game. Like that would make a lot of sense. Like, that's one you could really get the microtransactions on.
Yeah, and again, it's still mostly if it's not mandatory transactions.
You know, it's got like a whole, like, you can buy certain characters, but they're just like cosmetic, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Could be wrong. Characters do tend to have different stats in Mario Kart in general.
Yeah.
Like weight class and shit. But I'm pretty sure we should just leave the microtransactions. We should just leave that to the mobile games. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah, actually, like the mobile games with transactions kind of make sense, but when you're doing it with PC games, like yeah, it's not annoying, but it's not gonna make the game better. Even if it's not mandatory, like I'm not gonna really care at all, you know?
Yeah. And then also, now this is something I'm just gonna pop in here for a second. Nintendo has never been one for my person. Nintendo didn't even know how to do a mobile game when they first did that Mario game they had. You know, like you could make him jump or whatever. That's the only time they even figured out what a microtransaction was. And they've only ever done it for their mobile games. They've only got like 2 or 3 mobile games.
I don't think I've ever played that one, so
They leave the microtransactions in the mobile sphere. They've never. I mean, they made DLCs, but that's not a microtransaction.
yeah, DLCs are just
Downloadable content.
yeah, it's not at all necessary. Yeah, it might improve your experience, but like it's not gonna entirely make it better. Not always, at least. I don't really know what else to talk about.
Well, what's your stance on Ghost and shit?
On what?
On Ghost. What's the ground you're on?
Like ghosts?
Yes, like Ghost and like spooky, ooh, you know?
Honestly, I don't really have an opinion on that. And like this is personal experience. I've seen many cases where it could be, and many cases where it proves not. Like it's, you can't really tell, right?
That is the most unbiased answer I've heard.
Yeah, probably.
But it makes a lot of sense for an answer. Like, you don't have to answer. Good answer.
There's really no way to tell.
I guess that's the same thing for most cryptids.
And
ghosts aren't cryptids.
the problem is that you could probably go on the internet and go ghost hunting and whatever, and post it on the internet, and it's like actually real and it's proof, but it's gonna be seen as fake, right? Like, there's just really nothing you can do about it. So it's just really hard to get a good opinion because everyone who uploads it, it's always, oh, this is fake, you know?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of fake ones out there.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Like, all you need to do is, like, you got CGI, you got editing, or you could be doing it the old school way with strings and stuff.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of cases where it's really, I think I've seen more cases where it leans towards them existing than not existing. Of course, there's always, like, an explanation for some things. There's other shit that's no explanation.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm about to play a ghost hunting game.
It's just weird. Because you can never get concrete evidence.
You never can. That's the same thing that they got for Loch Ness Monster, Bigfoot. What was the other one? The
Yeah.
Goat Man. Is he one of them? Yeah.
Hmm.
And there's the Missouri Momo.
Yeah, there's
Who wants to watch
there's
me
no
play
way
Ghost-
to get a
Ghost
concrete
Fighter
answer
game?
for either of them, and if you do and you catch it on recording, it's gonna be seen as fake anyways.
Okay.
So the only way to know is like personal experience,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of
And
people don't
sometimes
have the
personal.
money to do that. You know. Sorry, I cut you off.
Personal experience is the best way to get concrete evidence for
Yeah.
yourself.
The problem is that people
I
aren't gonna
know.
believe you.
Yeah, I know a lot of people who have had personal experiences, and like they believe in that shit forever. Like there's a streamer who, in his old house, there's multiple ghosts, and there was one time on stream where he thought someone broke into his house. Not a damn person. He had his daughter in the room with him. He was terrified.
Yeah.
Like when a streamer scares someone broke in their house, but there's no one there, that's a real scary,
Yeah. And again, the real problem is videos are always seen as fake, so trying to record actual concrete evidence is literally impossible, trying to get others to believe it if it's true.
And sometimes there's some evidence of ghosts that was never meant to be for ghost hunting.
Really? What do you mean?
Like how some streamers, like they catch, like on stream they don't realize it, but then once they play back the video, they notice something strange or whatever.
Oh, yeah. And again, the problem with that is it can be seen as editing.
I mean, during a live stream,
Well,
Like on
it depends. Yeah, it depends on if. Well, you still gotta say though, they're like pre-recorded stuff. Like a lot of people
Yeah,
do
there is,
pre-recorded streams,
yeah.
and mostly when they
Like-
do, it's to trick people or whatever.
Yeah, but no, I'll never forget that. That streamer with that encounter, and he was shook. You could tell.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
And then my grandma's had multiple ghost encounters.
I
Like,
personally, I think it's like it definitely like 100% could be, but
but then again,
yeah, there's also like the chance that it's not.
mm-hmm.
I've said this many times, but it's just too hard to tell.
Now, if anything, aliens, I think, don't exist, which is something you'd probably not expect from me. But I don't think there is, like, intelligent life out there. Have you seen the chances of, like, us, human beings, existing? Really slim. So
Yeah.
the chances of other life out there that's more intelligent than us, or less intelligent, are still very slim. The same chances as us existing. We were just lucky,
Yeah.
scientifically.
How do you actually like? How do you think the first like living cell existed?
That's something I think science has no answer for it. Now, me personally, I think there is an answer, just not scientifically, but biblically.
Yeah. A lot of that exists.
There's a theory going out there that says God is the alien, like an alien species. What do you think of that theory? Could be.
And it's
But
again
then
with
how
the
did that-
ghost is like.
how would that-
Sorry, I cut you off. You can continue.
like how would that? Like if that's the case, and they created us, how did they get created? Is it
Yeah,
all like
and that's
one
the
room?
thing. It's still everything like it's still impossible to tell the true origin of everything, you know?
Mhm.
And I think even if we were able to live long enough to
Find out.
find out, like, I don't think we even would. Like, even if we had the technological advancements that could, you know, try, it's something that's almost impossible.
It is.
Like, it's either almost impossible or completely impossible. It's, you know.
And here's the thing. Even as a Christian, sometimes you do wonder, how did God exist?
And
If he
yeah,
if he's like, you know, like, I'm not gonna gripe on that. But still, like, just a tiny little
yeah.
inconvenience that. But like,
And all of their answers. Sorry, I cut you off.
no, it's fine. But it does explain how we, in like the planets and space, existed, though. So at least it's good for that, I
Yeah.
guess.
And
Anyway, what were you gonna say?
most of their answers is just like, he was just there. Which, it just doesn't. It doesn't make sense. Like, yeah, he was just there, but that doesn't. Like, everything has an origin. Everything has a way in how it was created. Or at least that's what I think. Who knows?
Now listen to this theory. It might not be the best theory, but what if God is the universe? And he is like the space-time continuum. So he exists, and then he's become, like, he's gained intelligence somehow. Like, existing for even thousands of years, you gain intelligence. Right?
That's
So-
not a bad theory.
So he's existed, he's gained intelligence, and since he is literally the universe and shit, he's created everything inside. That's a cool idea for an origin, and it's a good theory. It would
Yeah.
explain.
I need to keep this short because I have an editor now, and this is a bit of a long video for him, but he'll probably be fine. So, I guess it's a podcast, it doesn't matter. There's no editing for this,
Podcast
really.
for most.
Sorry, I'm not used to having an editor, so...
I don't have an editor. You're lucky. I've had someone who's like, I have someone who I would consider. He's asked for the job. I could give him the job.
Back on topic. I don't really like, okay, so I don't know, honestly, because, like, again, it's impossible to tell. There's no way you could figure it out, even if you had the technology to. It's still impossible. But if so, because we haven't seen what a black hole looks like, right? And that's like, I think, what is that in the middle of our universe or something? I don't know.
Yeah, a black hole is a thing that a black hole. You see, fun fact, it's called a black hole because it's so fast, it brings in the light. Meaning
Yeah.
the light, like light speed, light can't pass through it.
Yeah.
Meaning it's black because no light. So it just has a really large gravitational pull, and it just flattens. Like, let's say, you know how roller coaster you feel like when you're getting really fast, like your skin and all that. Imagine that times 1 billion.
Yeah.
Right? It just flattens you. You know? You flatten. And of course, being flat like
But-
a pancake, you're gonna die.
I remember there, like, being taught that there was, like, one in the middle of the galaxy or something. Like, the universe, yeah.
No, I don't think that. No. No, there's
I don't
multiple
know.
black holes.
Yeah,
Just
there
born.
definitely is. I don't know. Really, I don't like. I'm trying to think of how that could be reasonable, you know, in like the sense of how it could be proven. But it's pretty hard to be proven, you know. But that's also pretty hard to be proven wrong. You know?
Yeah. It can't be proved or proved wrong.
Yeah.
Therefore, there is no concrete evidence for the proof.
There's a lot of things that humans want to figure out but physically
We
cannot.
can't.
Okay, here's this. Do you think later in existence humans will be like built and evolved enough to survive like present day gunshots?
What do you mean?
Like, cuz a
Like-
lot of people get like shot, you know? It's a pretty dumb ask, but do you think eventually we'll have to make stronger guns in war because people are evolving to survive a gunshot wound?
See, a gunshot's not something natural, not something
Yeah,
you need
no,
to survive.
definitely not.
So,
But there's still a lot, and I mean like a lot of gun. I mean, I guess we can go
Well-
into gun violence around the world.
I suppose, for, see, one reason why we wear clothes to keep ourselves warm, right?
Yeah,
But that means we don't need as much hair on our body. Meaning, we're starting to lose all that hair on our body that
Yeah.
we've been having for centuries. Did you know there's a muscle that like monkeys and apes have for climbing? We have. Whenever you move like a finger a certain way,
hmm
yeah, scientists and doctors have noticed that some of these like younger, newer people, like Gen Z and stuff, don't have that, or they're losing it. You know,
yeah,
we don't climb, we don't do all that, so there's no need for it. So we're evolving out of it. Evolution
Yeah.
takes centuries, if
Oh,
not
yeah.
thousands of years.
long time.
Mhm. So, I think that, like, that's stuff we do nonchalantly. Like, we don't even know. We don't, like, for survive a gunshot wound, you have to evolve how to survive that. That means you would have to go through so many hours of being shot to even have your body, you know?
Yeah,
Plus a bullet, like, it's not natural. So, no, I don't think there's ever a way we'd ever evolve to survive it.
on that, then why are we making stronger guns, like stronger anti-personnel guns, you know? Things to kill humans that are stronger than just a simple pistol.
Because there's competition. You see, we're building armor, you know, like the body armor and all that. They're using materials that's able to withstand bullets. And in a war, you don't want that. You want to be able to shoot your enemy.
Yeah,
Meaning you need to become a stronger gun to shoot through that armor.
and again,
Meaning you need to make
Oh, sorry.
better armor.
yeah.
Meaning you want better armor, better guns, better armor, better. You know?
Do you think eventually we'll reach a point where we can no longer make better armor and we have really stupidly powerful guns?
No, I don't. I think there could be a limit to everything. It just may take centuries.
Yeah.
Like as it is now, there's no limit to the technology. We just need to have the capability to create it.
Yeah. Because I think eventually we're gonna run out of resources to make that armor.
Recycling's a thing,
Yeah,
but I can see what you're coming from. Like, we use all the recycled materials.
Yeah.
And I can...
Eventually. We
I'm
are gonna
like,
run out
what-
of resources on Earth. Do you think there will be enough resources out in, like, the solar system for us to survive?
Yeah. Elon Musk wants to go to Mars. He has plans, like, to nuke the poles, make it warmer, and shit.
Yeah.
Or something like that, and then, like, and then, like, this then stuff there that releases, like, air particles or whatever, whatever it is,
Yeah.
to create air. And then it'll start forming clouds and start bringing water, start reviving the planet. There's definitely probably resources out there that's 10 times better than what we have on Earth, like on Mars.
Oh,
And then there's
yeah.
also probably resources that's horribly worse than what we have here.
Yeah.
Like, what if Venus has incredibly weak metals? We don't know that.
Yeah.
What if it has, like, the strongest metals? We would never know. Till we get there and test all that.
So,
You know.
I think we're gonna cap today's episode at, like, 32 minutes, because it's 31 minutes currently. I say... Well, not I say, but, that is today's, podcast episode. We've died for a while, but now we're back. With much less to talk about.
But a lot more interesting stuff to talk about.
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, that ends today's episode, and I hope you all have a good day. You got anything to say?
Have a wonderful day. Go check out Andrew's channel. Go check out mine. You might like our content if you liked this, you know?
Yeah. And, alright.
Toodaloo.